Thank you, Dean Goldgeier, for that wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to begin by extending my sincere thanks to the School of International Service, its faculty, staff, Dean Jackson and Dean Goldgeier, for the opportunity to have been part of such an incredible school for the past few years. Look at where we are! 4 years ago, I stood over the potholed, dusty, overflowing streets of Jodhpur, India. I had just climbed to the top of the Jodhpur fort on a very hot day. When I looked down, I realized that to continue exploring, all I had to do was jump down this 7-foot wall, probably get a bit dusty, and keep going. But something held me back. I could just jump, or I could turn around. Jump, turn around. Jump, I turned around. Today, I stand in front of you unafraid of that jump. As a senior with a published paper that has combined my passions of dance and international relations, and I stand in front of you with a goal: to start a production company that uses dance to create social change before pursuing a degree in international human rights law. That is the journey that SIS has taken me on. And it all began in this class. I'm sure you have all heard of it. It's called SIS 206. It's also known as Introduction to International Studies Research. Our students love that class. Sorry, Professor Knight. In the spirit of SIS 206, I present you with my research question. What has SIS taught me, and how do those teachings apply to us, the class of 2015? My hypothesis? The School of International Service has instilled in all of its students a desire to take academic risks by pursuing our passions in search of knowledge, a quality that we must carry with us for the rest of our lives. My methodology? Entirely qualitative, through storytelling. I arrived at AU thinking that at the School of International Service, I would be churning out essays like the essay writing machine I had been in high school. I could write academia, I thought, when, with rose-colored glasses, I feverishly wrote about how anti-realist and anti-hammer I believed myself to be. Sorry. Then I took SIS 206. And in that class, I had to dedicate an entire semester to one subject. There was no way I could replicate my well-honed essay template, interesting catchphrase, intro, point 1, point 2, point 3, conclusion, zinger, that had served me well for so many years. Professor Sarah Knight strongly encouraged us to pick something that deeply interested us. I knew that I loved to dance, so I held my breath, and I took the jump. Writing academically about my non-academic passions in many of my SIS classes instilled in me an insatiable hunger for knowledge. And with that knowledge came discovery, not only about the world around us, but also about the world in here, who I am, my identity. IR research and my other SIS classes transformed me and forced me to reshape the identity that I had crafted for myself. Indian American, woman, feminist, environmentalist, entrepreneur, explorer, dancer. It also gave me a risk-taking mindset that I brought with me when I studied abroad. That identity that I had, well, an internship at the Ministry of Justice in Chile threw an unexpected variable into the mix. There was more to me than I thought. Though I fought the bubbling excitement I felt for human rights law, because dance, that's what I was supposed to do, I finally let myself go. I let myself admit to and embrace that new passion by jumping into the work. and actually having fun while doing it. And yes, it was scary, but I felt free. Taking a risk by giving into a new passion was okay. Taking a risk meant discovering the world and discovering myself and all of the passions that make me, me. And the most amazing thing about this journey, it's not just mine. Let me demonstrate how my hypothesis resonates on a larger scale. That is, after all, the key to a promising research paper. Even if your journey wasn't catalyzed by SIS 206, every single person here has gone on a journey in which we have learned to take risks academically, professionally, and personally. I have seen SIS students step up as leaders in our AU community, leaders of social activities, of discussion groups, event organizers. I have seen SIS students engage in heated debates about the topics that they most care about. I have seen SIS students spend all of their time juggling schools, jobs, and internships while maintaining and managing professional relationships with professors. And I have seen SIS students step into their evolving identities with confidence. SIS students who have discovered that they are athletes, orators, writers, feminists, leaders, artists, doers, listeners, organizers, risk takers, activists, constantly changing because of new perspectives. It takes courage not to fear failure or criticism. Courage to admit that true growth can only occur if we remain open to exploration. Courage that has been inspired by professors and peers. As we stand on the precipice of our next wall, we must hold on to that feeling, that courage, that drive, that conviction. Let it consume us so that we do not forget it once we leave those beautiful sunlit halls of the SIS building. We know how. Let's jump. Congratulations, class of 2015, and thank you to all of the faculty, staff, and students who made this journey possible.